I think the last fight was very good. Like
Mm.
Usman was obviously dominating and just he got caught. I think like I know people think different, but I think Usman just pressures him from the first round to the fifth round and doesn't take his foot out of the gas because he said he did that, and you can a little bit see that because like it was the last round he was
Mm.
winning. I think he just goes and put the pace on for 5 rounds, and yeah, he gets it done. I think
Yeah.
it's very interesting, man. Like yeah, like I like them both. Like Usman is a great striker and wrestler, and Leon obviously is a very good striker as well. But yeah, I think Usman is just a little bit
Mm.
different. You know, there's like in the UFC, there's guys that are just different. Like in middleweight, it's Adesanya, you
Mm.
know, Whitaker, and now obviously Pereira. They're just different. They're gonna beat the other guys always. You know, they're just in a different level, and I think Usman is on that level. You know, but like
Mm.
it's MMA, you never know what happens.
Yeah.
But I think Usman gets it done, and yeah, I like Usman.
Yeah, I think to the point, Leon gets it done. Like I feel
Yeah.
like I'm probably being biased
Same.
because I'm a UK guy. I think most people are, but really, even if you're just looking at the last fight and compared to this fight, the things that played a factor, the altitude and stuff like that, will not be a factor
Yeah.
this time. He's got it in his hometown. He's got it in not his hometown, but in the UK on home soil, and that was a factor in the last one, which won't be a factor now. Kamaru Usman being knocked out in the last one, who knows? We don't know till the night. He don't know till the night how he's going to come back from that. And I feel Leon is legit the best welterweight out there across the board in striking, grappling, everything like that. And yeah, I think the home crowd's going to cheer him on, and he's going to get the job done again.
I'm gonna have to go with Usman on that one. I'm being a little biased. I like Usman. He commentated all my fights back when I fought for Titan FC in Miami.
That's cool.
So even though I fought his teammate once and he was totally biased in the commentary towards the guy I was fighting, Valdir Rujo, but I mean, I get emotional for my guys as well, and I definitely want to boost my guys. So I understand that. But Kamaru Usman's been a guy that since I got to the UFC and even years before I got to the UFC, I've had my eyes on fighting because obviously I'm in it to go all the way. I'm not in it just to win a few fights in the UFC. I want to get that belt eventually, and I want to do it in the 170 weight class. So I'm gonna go with Usman because that's the guy. Whenever I visualize me fighting for a title, that's the guy that's been in my mind that I'm fighting. So
Mhm.
I want to see him win that belt back. I want to see him paying it for as long as it takes for me to get there and take it from him.
100%. He's in home territory. He hasn't got to worry about altitude. In the first round against Usman, he smashed it.
Mhm.
Obviously, Usman then did his thing, with the later rounds. But as you can see, his striking is very, very tricky. He's going to have the advantage, like I say, not having to worry about the altitude, flights, all this kind of stuff. And yeah, on home turf. So, you know, I think that energy will help give him the performance of his life. He's yet to be like I, I think this is his first main event in the UK.
Leon's, yes, I believe so, because he co-mained with Gunnar, didn't he? But I think this is his
Yeah.
first main.
So look, I mean, what a massive opportunity, and I know he's training. He's going to be working very hard. So I do believe Edwards will keep the belt.
What a fight, just so high
Aye.
level. I can't believe I didn't go. I got like the fighter link before. One of my sponsors got me that before. I can't believe I didn't buy tickets.
Ah,
If I'm being honest, I think I'm back in Usman. Like what do
right.
what do I know? What does anyone know? But I think he'll just play it ultra safe,
Mm.
wrestle and hold. And I think he again is unbreakable. The way he was fight, like obviously that head kick was, oh my god, that's just MMA, like unbelievable. I even still when I listen to Leon's interview, I still get like literally
Yeah.
get chills. It's the most motivating thing I've ever seen in my life. But I think Usman will play it ultra safe, and when he does play it ultra safe, I think he's one of the best ever at doing that. I think he's an amazing fighter, has an amazing mentality. But people change, people get old. I have had 3 ACL surgeries, and I know Usman has no ACL.
Mhm.
He's 35. He's wrestling a long time. There's a lot of wear on them knees. If you look at that first takedown Leon hit in the first round, it looked like Usman almost went with it because his knee was about to capsize. I don't know what way his body is and what way his mind's going to be. Will he be dippy? Will he be flinching? Is that knockout in the back of his head? But it's bound to be. You would think it's bound to be. Because training's one thing, but competition reps are another thing. Like being under them lights, bare shins, it might come all back to him. But I will probably bet on an Usman decision because I think the way he fights, it's just very, very hard to stop him fighting that way if he goes. I mean, he's so elite at it.